Hi everyone, I'm Shubhi Khanna and today we are here with Preetpal Kaur. She's a final year student at Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, Ludhiana and has successfully completed GSOC 2020. Preetpal has had a very interesting journey. She has been very determined, very hardworking, and we're going to know some tips and tricks to ace the next batch of GSOC applications. So hi Preetpal, I'm so happy to have you here today.
Yeah, hi Subhi.
So great. Tell us from the very beginning, how did you prepare for GSOC?
So basically, I am a past intern in the Haiku organization, and at the same time, I knew Haiku is also participating in a GSOC every year. So at that time, I continued my work after the outreach till the GSOC applications were opened. So I continued my same project in the GSOC this year, and I took the suggestions from the Haiku community, like what to add in the new project, like new features or the new enhancements. So they suggest me new things, and I made a good proposal. So I shared my proposal with the community, so I got selected.
So
This is all what I did.
that's great. So, I was really surprised when I saw that you had done both Outreachy and GSOC. So,
Yes.
once you had completed Outreachy in 2019, what were some things that you improved in your GSOC application in 2020?
Like I know how the large project works and what the community wants from the student. So that's why I improve my C++ skill, and I know how the workflows, how to edit the proposal in a good way,
Yeah.
or how to take the reviews from the community. So my community bonding with my organization is a quite good. So that's why I improved my proposal that time.
That's great. In fact, when I saw your profile, one thing that I was
Hmm.
really, really amazed by was your loyalty to a particular company. Because when
Hmm.
you stick to one project, one company, then you have a lot of potential to grow instead of, hopping
Yes.
one community to another just for the name of it. So
Hmm.
I think that was something that really worked in your favor.
Yeah, because I think as a beginner, if we change the community every year, it's quite difficult for us, like to understand the code from the beginning and try to run their project, make contributions, because every organization has a different way to review the code.
Yeah.
So I think to be with the one community is the best part.
Great. So I don't have to ask you why you chose your organization. That's very apparent. But
Hmm.
looking back, do you think if you had another year to work on it, would you have chosen a different organization?
Um, at the time of outreach, when I am selecting the organizations, I shortlisted some organizations, and I try to run their projects. Basically, I want to work with the OS. So I think it's the main thing in which everything is work. So that's why I want to work on operating system. I shortlisted Linux and Haiku. So I just run their projects, and I choose a Haiku because it just need a one skill, which is C++, and I am working from the past 1 year. So that's why I chose Haiku.
Great. That's really cool. Okay, so coming to my next question, could you tell us more about the project that you worked on?
Basically, Haiku is an operating system which is under a development. So my project with this is like the name of my project is input preferences, in which I have to make the settings for the each input device, like how we can change the settings of the mouse, its speed, its type of buttons, है ना? So these type of things, like I have to add the settings for touchpad, keyboard, joystick, and yeah, my project is basically, we can say, to interact the hardware with the software,
Yes.
so that we can change its settings, because I think if the mouse doesn't have any preferences, it remain constant at constant speed at constant. So this is all about my project, to make the settings for the input preferences.
Cool. And was this entirely in C++ or did you use any other technology as well?
No, Haiku just need a simple knowledge of C++. Its code is very easy, like everybody can understand. If he or she has a dedication to contribute towards haiku, then I think it's the best organization for the beginners.
Also, I just have one more question to ask you over here, and that is that. So, I'm sure when you started off, even contributing, you knew C++, but you would not have known it to the extent which haiku needs it. So, is it okay for people to know a language partially in some part of it and then work more during the contribution phase?
Yes, basically, we thought as a beginner, we thought like organization need so much skills. Like if the project is large, the coding is very difficult, but it doesn't. Basically, haiku does not need any proficient like in C++. You just know a simple C++ and try to solve the small tickets, and then you get to know about it, what's inside the haiku code.
Okay, that's it.
Also, like also so as a beginner, if we know much about C++, we can search, like we just have to know about the algorithm, which algorithm is used. I think everything is present on the internet. We can get the sample from that,
Certainly.
so it's not a big deal like haiku need.
Yeah, I think, and not just for haiku, that's there for all beginners. You will
Hmm.
know everything from the very beginning. You will know something, you will not know something. It's okay. I think in GSOC, more than expertise, they look at your determination. And if all of you check out Preetpal's profile, you will see a whole lot of dedication. I mean, for that matter, go to her GitHub, go to her LinkedIn. You will see that she's continuously worked towards projects, and that is why she is where she is today. So I think that's something very, very important. And Preetpal, you just mentioned how you had college from 9 to 5, and then you worked for GSOC. GSOC takes up nearly 6 months of your life, and doing this every day is very difficult. So, how did you manage your time during this?
I spend full 8 hours of a day in, like I spend my whole weekend working on haiku, because after college I don't have much time to spend on my project. Like I just spend 2 to 3 or 4 hours a day on my project, and on weekends, yeah, I spend full 8 hours on my project. And
That
when I was having my exams, so like exam timings were from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I worked in the morning, and at the night I keep on studying and preparing for my exams. Like that way I manage my time. Like if we have a dedication to do something,
yeah,
we can manage time by own.
yeah, we can, but it's just that GSOC does take up time. So don't think it's very easy and that you can just do it for the sake of it. You will have to be determined. You will have to manage your time. So that's very
We
important.
have to keep in patience. Like
Yeah,
we
right.
need a patience. If we stuck on a small bug and we don't have a patience, we can't complete our project.
I agree. That's very true. So, just the last question for you, and that is that what advice would you have for people who are trying to apply for GSOC 2021?
So my first advice is, as I told you before, start contributions as early as possible before the starting of the program. Interact with the community on the daily basis about the project and about their general questions like how to run their project and what's inside it, to get the basic knowledge.
Yeah.
And push your code every day, even if you change a single line of a code, and make a your and your proposal should be excellent. Like take the suggestions from the community, share your proposal before the deadline of the final proposal submission, so that you can get the ideas from the whole community and you can make the proposal excellent. And these are the tips for the new ones, and all the best in advance for those.
In fact, we are also going to attach links of Preetpal's profile that includes a LinkedIn and a GitHub profile. So you can all go have a look at the kind of contributions she's made in the past. And I'm sure Preetpal will be open to certain guidance from, in case someone needs to get in touch with you on LinkedIn also. So she's always
Yes, I am available.
And all the very best to you as well, Preetpal. And we look forward to you achieving a lot more, and so that we can share all
Yes,
of that with our community as well.
sure.
All right, then. Thank you so much.